Hi. That was a test. Just testing you out there, audience. Good job. You guys did great. Awesome. So, this isn't going to be my normal stream. We're still going to do that tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. But I thought that I would do a short stream here. So, one of the things I hate is when cowards talk trash on you on their streams when they think you're not watching instead of just approaching you like man to man. And so I was made aware today that there was a noted streamer who just took a big L here recently that had some unkind words to say about me. And so I thought I would address the allegations here directly. Now, I was going to wait for his stream to end to see if I could see that he was talking more trash on me. But then I thought, who cares? I don't know him that courtesy of waiting for his stream to end. So I was just going to come on here for a bit and I'm going to respond directly to his allegations surrounding the Jargate fiasco and sort of give my take on it. Now, of course, I'm talking about my recent employer who has just fired me, Andrew Wilson. Now, Andrew, who knew that I just left my job and waits until like the day after that I leave my prior job to then fire me from working with the Crucible. But that's okay. I'll be all right because although I might be unemployed technically now, look at that. I'm not some limp-wristed pansy that can't open a jar of olives. I'm more than capable to have the grip strength to crush any jar put in front of me, let alone a measly jar of olives. In fact, I'm a little peckish right now. If you'll give me a second, a bit peckish. 1 second. I think I'll enjoy myself a small snack right now. Oh, look at that. It's amazing. It's a really great feeling to just be able to open a jar at whim. You know, some people don't have that luxury. No amount of grifting or money in the world will help some limp-wristed pansy be able to open a jar of olives. Sure, Andrew Wilson could buy all of the olives that his heart desires by grifting to his little audience there. What's he going to do? Have to pay someone to open them for him? Talk about force doctrine. So I got fired because I showed Andrew up because I was able to open a jar of olives. And we all saw the Jargate. He couldn't open a jar even after it was loosened by some strong feminist. And instead, he had to have some Australian dude open the jar for him, which, man, not only a loss for the patriarchy and for the Crucible crew, but my goodness, what a loss for the United States. We had to have some Aussie open our jars for us. Pathetic. And then, of course, me being the good employee and friend I am, I thought, I'm going to avenge this loss. I'll open a jar on stream. Now, the first thing to say about all of this is, I would love to show you the clips. I would love to show you the clips that Andrew Wilson made slandering me, bringing up my video. But unlike me, Andrew Wilson puts all of his stuff behind a paywall. I guess because that's something he feels the need to do to assuage his ego from the fact that he's so limp-wristed he can't open a jar of olives. So he needs those extra dollars. Not me. I wouldn't put any super chat goals up, anything like that. I do this content for free. Absolutely free. I'm not out here trying to grift, trying to put, stupid stuff like that, goals up. That's not who I am. I'm not just here trying to grift to make money. That's not what I do. Incidentally, if you'll give me a second, I have to run and do something real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Transition, so get out your wallet and quit your bitching. Birthday 57 is the
Sorry about that. Having a rough day here, losing my employment at all. So, yeah, I would never grift. Like I was saying, I would never grift. Absurd. I'm not like Andrew. I'm not putting stuff behind paywalls, trying to bully my audience into sending me money so I can feel like a tough guy. When in reality, I have trouble sleeping every night knowing that at any given moment, someone could put a jar in front of me that could show me up in front of thousands of people. It'd be rough. That'd be a rough way to live. So I get it. I get the paywalls and all of that stuff and the grift. You're not going to see that from me. Normal America show, especially now that I'm unaffiliated with the Crucible because I've been fired because I showed them up. You're not going to see me grifting in that manner. We'll make ends meet. If nothing else, I'll have jars of olives to keep me well fed. I guess my family will just have to, they'll be all right. They'll figure something out. Anyways, here's what happened. Andrew and his little butt kisser, Mr. E, his little employee of the month, they bring up the clip of me just trying to help the Crucible out. They lost face in front of the world because Andrew was on whatever and couldn't open a jar of olives. I said, hey, I'm going to stick up for my man. I'm going to stick up for the company brand. Going to stick up for the patriarchy. I'm going to open me not only a jar of olives, but a jar of pickles and a jar of goober peanut butter. Andrew starts coping. He's like, oh, listen, Rob cheated, so I'm firing him. He cheated. He tampered with the jars before he opened. There was tampering. So they play the sound of me opening the jar, and I'll get to the sound here. Let's go. Again, I would show you from Andrew's clips if he wasn't, grifting so much that he had his stuff behind a paywall. Now, here's what Andrew's claiming. His claim is that you could tell that I had this pre-opened because there is, and I'm quoting now, a crack of the sound of the pickle jar and not a pop. That's Andrew Wilson's claim. So I'm going to play the clip for you, and then you let me know. Do you think this is a crack, which signifies that the jar was tampered with, or do you think it is a pop that you would hear when you open a jar of pickles? Let's see. Just I got his feed up right now. They just put a picture up of Mr. E being employee of the month, while I, unfortunately, am my picture's laid on the ground. Let's see. I'll show you this. There you see. This is what they've done to me. Now, yes, he has a bigger audience than me, and they're all celebrating. Ha ha, Rob's an idiot. Rob got fired. That's okay. That's okay. You keep celebrating Mr. Limp-wrist there. They can't open a jar of olives. You keep celebrating it. Let's go back to the footage. Because unlike him, I don't have to rely on emotional appeals of cope. We're going to go to the evidence. So I want you to listen to this. Do you hear a crack or a pop? 3. Oh! Now, let's play that again for you. But what I want to do is we're going to lower the speed. We're going to put the speed at half. And we're going to rewind this. And I want you to listen to this sound. You ready? Oh, did you hear that? Let's play it one more time for Andrew Wilson and the Crucible. Ready? Oh! Now, I know that's a sound that Andrew's not used to hearing, unless his Australian friend opens the jar for him. But I think clearly you could see that there was no tampering going on with that jar. None. None at all. In fact, to me, this sounds a lot like the same rhetoric that you hear from the very feminists that he's debating all the time. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a denial of reality. It sounds like a person who knows that they've been shamed, that's seeking to scapegoat others. Next thing you know, he's going to be saying that I had some sort of systemic institutional advantages to be able to open the jar, that we need, books written on fat guys opening jars and the advantages they had, and how this country was founded on fat white guys opening jars. And it's not that other people can't open jars, it's that the entire jar system's been created by fat white guys, so that folks like him didn't have a chance. It's pathetic. And so now I've been fired. There you can see again. There's me on the ground. Look at those super chats coming in. I haven't even got one super chat on this video right now. Thousands of people watching the Crucible right now, believing that their champion, Andrew Wilson, that fights all these feminists, believing his lies. It's really pathetic. But hey, life goes on. I might be a pauper, but I got my olives. There's another thing to say here as I just munch on my olives here. Oh my God. Listen, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all of your super chats. I do. Money's great. It's really amazing. Money's really amazing. But you know what's better? Being able to be self-sufficient. Being able to open your own jar of olives. Just nothing really compares to it. Oh my God. It's amazing. Now, there's another person I'd like to direct some commentary to. Wait. Before I go on, I can't help myself. Just grip to here a minute. Enjoy my olives. Wow. It's amazing. And here's another thing. I can put my olive jar back, lid back on, and then effortless. Open it up. It's really amazing. I know. Right? Andrew feels a little better because the super chat's coming in. But it's not helping him do that, is it? I don't know what it is. I think it's just, if you're a real man, you don't have to really think about it. Just simple. And I know that's foreign to him. He thinks that there has to be some cheating going on. There's no way that a man would be able to just put a jar like that. And I get it. A lot of feminine dudes they're impressed by feats of masculinity and think, well, they must be fake because I myself would never be able to do that. Oh yeah, the pickles are in the fridge. Of course. Pickles. Now here's the thing. I just had my fat hand in an olive jar, so it's a little wet. Watch this. Bam. Now listen, I want you to hear something. The jar is opened now. Clearly you saw me open it the other night. Now listen. Hear that sound? Now listen one more time, right? Here's the sound of the jar opening. Let's play it in real time first. Oh wait, wrong. Ready? Oh! Did you hear that? Now listen. Notice the difference? Do you notice the difference there? I can play it for you. 2, 3. Oh! Oh my goodness. Smell. Hear the difference? Oh, no, that's not true, my friend Raceland. The clip they played, I know you can't see it because Andrew has things behind a paywall. What a great pickle. Let me tell you. There's nothing more masculine than putting a delicious little gherkin in your mouth. Really, uh, trying to say that without yeah. Anyways, a delicious gherkin. That's right. Soy Andrew fired me. He played the clip of me opening the pickle jar and said that it was fake. Outrageous. Incidentally, did you notice I have this super chat bar now above me where I don't have to sit down and count? I think it would be unreasonable for me to ask for $357 today on this stream. This is kind of just a little defending my honor stream. We're still going to be doing the regular stream this evening. So we'll just set the goal for the day. I'm not a greedy bastard like that Andrew Wilson that's going to be demanding like 700, 800. He's on there asking for $5,000 for medical bills because he hurt his wrist opening a jar of olives. Look at this wrist. That flexibility. I was opening olives. I was opening pickles. I opened from my hometown, made my hometown a jar of goober. And look at that wrist. Nothing. Send me money. I hurt my wrist trying to open the olive jar. The mean feminist picked on me. Oh, Mr. E, please give me a hug. Jake, can you bring me some hot tea, please? My wrist doesn't feel really good. Please. This is the guy you have out there fighting the feminist? Come on now. Then he has to besmirch those of us who were embarrassed but tried to defend him. Oh, I think they cheated. I think that it was cheating. Absurd. And he couldn't even bring the accusation in my face. I found out I got fired on his stream. Imagine that. My wife's downstairs in tears. She doesn't know how we're going to pay the bills this month. I just got fired at my job because I showed my boss up because I accomplished the insane masculine feat of opening a jar of olives. Oh, I'm not listening. One second, audience. Listen, I'm streaming right now, rebutting these absurd allegations. So I can't talk right now. Now that I'm no longer a member of the Crucible, I've been fired. So I didn't hear what he said there, but I'll talk to you all in a bit. Left. I was in the voice chat there for the Crucible. I had to leave. I'm no longer an employee. I don't even know if I'm allowed to hang out in the Crucible's waiting rooms. So now I don't know what I'm going to do financially. That's okay. There's a lot of things I could do, you know? When you're a man who could open jars, the world is your jar. I'm going to grab the world. I'm going to twist that lid right off. I don't need help. Andrew's got his little stream going. He's got his whole team around him. Mr. E. Oh, it's Mr. E. Hey, Andrew, I'm Mr. E. Can I be Employee of the Month? I'm glad Rob got fired because, you know, I would never try to open an olive jar, Andrew. If you can't do it, I know that my limp wrist would be incapable of it. I know that. Aren't I a good little boy, Andrew? I'm Mr. E. I really want to be Employee of the Month. Great job, Mr. E. You're killing it, dude. There's Lost Avarice. Now listen, I like Lost Avarice. He's helped me a lot with some pointers, with financial donations, with some tech issues. But I ain't running from no chat. I got my own stream. Now that I'm no longer an employee, Lost Avarice, I got to try to do my own work. Try to raise some own money. I don't have time to sit around and talk in the Crucible's Discord chat. Now, I get it, though. I get it. All those people in that Discord chat, they're trying to cope. Imagine that, like, you know, you're all a fan of a boxer or something, and you're just watching that boxer just running through people, and you're like, yeah, our boxer's the best. Then he's beaten by a simple olive jar. And then you got to try to make excuses. Well, actually, you know, maybe there was grease on the lid of that olive jar. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe there was tampering with the jar. And Andrew, you know, the big feminist organizations tampered with that jar. Maybe Jake Rattlesnake was in cahoots with the feminist. Maybe that's what happened. Or maybe old rubber wrist Andrew there just don't have the grip strength. Maybe that's what happened. I know we like to talk like philosophy and semantics and all of these, theories of different fallacies that people use and what have. What's the name of the fallacy where some dude copes in malls because he can't open a jar of olives? What's that fallacy? I have to come up with a name for that. If I was intelligent, I would come up with something on the fly. Was it Wilson's Gambit, right? Not really a fallacy, but Wilson's Gambit. Where a feminist hands you a jar and you can't open it, and then you run and cry because you hurt your rubber wrist, and then grift a bunch of money behind a paywall while you make fun of employees that are actually trying to help you out and then fire them live on the air. Is that it? Wilson's Gambit? He's doing it? He's nailing it? I saw Grippa's Dilemma. I saw that. That was pretty good, Naughty Germ. So there you go. Fired from the Crucible for opening a jar. Who would have thought? Well, he's still in there grifting. And then here's the thing. How much money you think he comes on with this little bandage on his hand? Oh, my wrist hurts so bad. If you send me thousands of dollars, it'll feel better. Oh, thousands of dollars will make my wrist feel better. And his audience is like, oh my gosh, we got to get his wrist feeling better. Send this man thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's it. Naughty Jerem. Maybe he'll rehire me for jar prep. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine it? We'll be in the video chat like, okay, now grab the jar. Okay, you got that? Now take your hand and then sort of cup around the lid and then grip it and then with a twisting motion. And he'll be like, smoking his cigarette. By the way, I'm sure it's a Virginia Slim or something that he smokes. I haven't got his brand, but he's drinking his Bud Light, drinking his Bud Lights, listening to Dylan Mulvaney while he's smoking his Virginia Slims. Yeah, I don't know, Rob. I just don't think I can fucking open it. I just don't think. I don't think I can fucking do it. Woman, bring me another drink. Another Bud Light, please. Do you got a spritzer or something that I could have? Come on, woman. Bring me a drink. Manager Wilson. Feminists run from me. Unless they have olive jars, and then... Really, really, really amazing stuff. And again, I can even forgive Andrew, but it's Mr. E. Right? Andrew, am I doing a good job here today? I just want to say, Andrew, I really like you. You're such a cool guy, Andrew. Here, let me bring up a picture here. Here, I found a picture. I know they did an event, which I can't shit on this. They did an event last winter for Christmas. Andrew and Mr. E did. So I can't shit on that. But here, I found a picture. There's Andrew on the left there. There's Mr. E back there on the right. Looking pretty cool there, Mr. E. You did it, man. Wow, what a cool guy you are, Mr. E. That'll show them. Real intimidating there, buddy. Good job, Andrew. Wow, I really like your fur hat there. You really threw that snowball great, Andrew. What a great guy. you're so cool. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise, not working for that crew anymore. And look, I'm not even making this up. Look at this. There they are in real time. There's Mr. E. He's so happy with himself. Wow, Mr. E, employee of the month again. I did it. It's like that SpongeBob episode where he's afraid Squidward will finally win. And I think that's what's going on. I think Mr. E intentionally got me sabotaged because he was afraid I came in as an employee for like 1 week. And all of a sudden it was like, wow, great job, Rob. You're doing real great things here at the Crucible. And Mr. E was like, well, I can't have that. That's not good. I need to be employee of the month. I need to do this. What, Andrew? I'm sure that's. I talked to Andrew yesterday, and he was like, "Hey, man, thanks for defending my honor. You know, these jars could be a real pain in the ass. Thanks so much. It was real impressive the way you opened those jars." And I was like, "Yeah, happy to do it, man. Thank you." And then Mr. E, here, let's what's the name of this dude? Here. Here's Mr. E. There he is. There's Andrew, beat down from having to deal with ridiculous feminists all week, tired in California, just wants to fly home. And there's little grime of Mr. E. But I think that Rob, he must have tampered with the pickle jar. He must have. You should fire him. I'm the best. I'm a great employee. Fire Rob. Rob, he tampered with the pickle jar. Notice it sounds like a crack and not a pop when he opened the pickle jar. Did you notice that? For those that are just tuning in, I got fired by the Crucible because Andrew's convinced that I tampered with the pickle jar before I opened it. To Andrew, this seems like an impossible feat to accomplish without cheating. Ready? That's too much to expect. Maybe this is a more apt metaphor. Let's see if I can find this. I'm looking for something specifically. Shh. Shh. Lost Avers. I can't find it. There we go. Goya. I can't find it. Well, whatever. There's a famous painting of this demon whispering in a guy's ear. That's what's going on. Thank you, Intel Wild. I appreciate it. Again, let's play the clip. Let's go back to the clip in real time, then in slow motion. Jargate continues. Wrong. There we go. Ready? Does this sound, according to Andrew Wilson and his little toady mystery, this is a crack, not a pop. Rob must have tampered with this jar. It would be impossible for a single human male to be able to open a jar without tampering. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Now, according to them, that's signs of a let's, again, last time we listened to it at half speed. Let's listen at 1/4 speed. Listen to that sound. You tell me right now that wasn't a jar that wasn't opened yet. Ready? 3. Oh! That's a man. That's what that is. That's a man. That's what a man looks like. That's what a man looks like. This is what he looks like.
I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it either.
Your hand greased the whole top of it. Literally slippery.
Sorry,
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar? Grab me a paper towel so I can dry the top of it off.
You're the big, strong man. There you go. Come on.
I can't grip the fucker. Like, I gotta have a way to grip it. I gotta grip it. Try it. You fucker. That.
Oh! Oh!
Supposed to open the pickle jar? I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it either.
Your hand greased the whole top of it. Literally slippery.
Sorry,
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar? Grab me a paper towel so I can dry the top of it off.
You're the big, strong man. There you go. Come on.
I can't grip the fucker. Like, I gotta have a way to grip it. I gotta grip it. Try it. You fucker. That. Oh.
Need I say more? Now, maybe Andrew would have had better luck opening that olive jar there on whatever if his little Flava Flav hype man, Mr. E, would have been there. Mr. E! Yo, boy Andrew, it's your boy Andrew. Open that olive jar. Employee of the month, Mr. E. Maybe then Andrew could have powered through. You know? It was greased up. I'm accused of tampering. He's accused of me. You didn't see me having to use my shirt. You didn't see me using a paper towel. That brawny feminist lady even loosened it up a little for Andrew. He couldn't do it. Then you have a real man, Jake Rattlesnake, come in. He's like, yeah, wow, so difficult. Then I get fired. I get fired because allegedly I'm showing up Andrew because I tampered with the jars that I opened. That's what's going on. It's not enough to just take your L like a man. Then you got to wrap your hand up and go on stream. Oh, I hurt my wrist. Please send me money. Oh. Mr. E, can you make sure people are sending me money? Mr. E's like, yes, sir. Yes. I'm a great employee. I'll do it. I'll make sure they're sending the money in. I'll do it. Make sure that we're going to delete this video afterwards. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Rob's gone. We're glad Rob's fired. I'm the best again. I'm Mr. E. I'm great. What a nice guy I am. What a great employee. I'm awesome. I'll remind you once more. Some of us have integrity. Some of us aren't concerned with super chats. We don't set up super chat goals. We're not taking arbitrary dollar amounts that we're saying, oh, we hope that you give this dollar amount every day on this stream. That's what we need. Some of us aren't doing that. We have integrity. We're here talking about real issues. We're not sitting here doing streams about dumb shit like who could open jars and all this personal drama. We don't do that shit. We're here focused 100% of the time on the issues. We're not worried about super chats. We're not grifting. So it's a shame to see people like Andrew Wilson be smearing the good name of us conservative streamers for stuff like that. It's a real shame. I'll be right back. 1 second. We're doing important work.
Rob needs money for this
I can sit around
So get out your wallet and quit your
pissing around, opening jars. That's not what we're about here. That's not how we do this. Trying to grip money, meeting super chat goals and shit. That stuff's not happening. You know? We have integrity around here. Yeah. Feeling good, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally bumped a song on there. I didn't notice that. Sorry about that. If only I had Mr. E here. You're doing great, Rob. Great stream, Rob. Oh, it's great. Let's read some of the chats that are here. I'm Employee of the Month. I'm doing a great job. I don't know if you guys know this, but Andrew's named me Employee of the Month again. I'm a cool guy. Maybe if I curse every other word, shit, fuck. I'm Mr. E. Shit, fuck. Aren't I cool? I really like you, Andrew. You're doing a great job. Shit. Good stuff. It's good stuff. Let's see. Someone said, I saw a comment up here. Suda says, Crucible's live. Join and confront him to his face like a man. Oh, I'd love to. They're not going to have me on. Of course not. That's how I found out through this live stream that I got the axe. Got the boot. Let's read some super chats. We're not concerned about money here. We're not concerned about raising super chat goals. None of that. John Kell, thanks for being a member for 4 months, says, what would Jesus do? Open a jar. I agree. The Jerk, for $10, says, Jargate will live in infamy. Yes, it certainly will. He continues to spiral out of control. More and more coping. Rob tampered with the pickle jar. Ah. Alter Void for $5 says this is fake news. The pickle jar has not been in question. It's the olive jar. Nice selective clip. Untrue. I would show you that the clip in question is specifically the pickle jar if Andrew wouldn't put this video behind a paywall. I'd show you that. Let me see. I don't know that during a live stream I can't scroll back because that's another thing that they've set up. Untrue. Naughty Germ for $5 says Jesus overturned the tables because the money changers couldn't open jars. Fed up with those jars, Jesus was. Makey Hypocrite for $1. Thank you so much. Side Guy becomes a member for the 4th month. Says, how dare Andrew oppose you in any way? Hit the like button. I hope so. Kevin De La Riva for $10 says, your wrist looks powerful, Rob. I had to send my lady to the other room because she was getting too excited. You know, a lot of jars opened in my life. Damien Marilyn de la Mancha. I always forget Gershwin, I believe. No, Rob, because gravity's different where you live, duh. Yeah, that's true. Besides, jars are just social constructs. So what's opening them really about? Side Guy for $2 says, Rob, what about your transition? You are brave. Hey, man, the transition continues. You know, what can I say? I'll have to do it now. Purely based on super chats. Not that I would ever grift. I wouldn't do anything for the grift. Daryl Knight for $20 says, W Rob for the grip. Thank you. $20. I'll take it. Help me out with the grip strength. I'm just gonna all day. I have a grip exercising thing. I never had to use it because I'm a real man, so I could open the jars, without training. That's just me though. Intel Wild for $5 says, I heard Andrew's drinking vodka martinis now with an olive. Yeah, he's got some fruity drink that he's drinking on his stream. I noticed that as he's complaining, my wrist hurts. Someone bring me a fruity drink. Let me open my Virginia Slims here. Let me light up a Virginia Slim. Oh, yes. By the way, we talked about this the other night. Anybody who's any dude that's pursing their lips for anything, whether it be to drink out of a straw or drink a little effeminate cigarette or smoke a little effeminate cigarette. I'm just saying. Looks a little bit gay. Just saying. Just saying. Is this guy the former narrator of Andrew's live debates? Me? I've reviewed a couple debates. I was hired by the Crucible to help with debate research and planning, and not one step back. We were going to dominate conservative spaces. And it's actually, I have to say, the rhetoric that Andrew puts forth is top notch. He absolutely has the right idea that we need to go in these spaces, dominate them, these heathen lefties. We need to push them out of these spaces. Or actually not push them out of it, but just dominate them by winning every debate, getting in every space, getting a bigger audience, grifting more. No, not grifting more. Not grifting. No. He's right. Not one step back. It is absolutely amazing rhetoric. The problem is we didn't know the guy that was leading that movement was so rubber-wristed that he couldn't open a jar of olives. We didn't know that. That was left out. Not one step back, parentheses, unless it's an olive jar. And then I hope my Australian friend's there to open it for me. And Mr. E's in the background going, that's a great motto, Andrew. That was the best. I wish I'd have came up with that motto. I did it. Oh, sorry, your camera feed's down again, Andrew. I'm Employee of the Month. I did it, Employee of the Month. Hey, Andrew. You're a really cool guy, man. Wow, you're so cool. Let me get that. I'm Employee of the Month. I don't know if you guys knew that. Employee of the Month. Look, Mr. E even had to put a little logo up there. Him putting his own Employee of the Month sign up. Look at that smile, too, in his little picture there. He's so proud of himself. I'm Employee of the Month, guys. Look at me go. I did it. Mm-hmm. Good job, Mr. E. It's good stuff. And I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed that Andrew wouldn't confront me himself with these allegations. I thought as a man, even a man who's incapable of opening an olive jar, I thought that he face to face, at least pick up the phone. I know he's stuck in California with all the rest of the dudes that can't open olive jars. But I thought for sure I'd get a call. Hey man, sorry, we're going to have to let you go. Turns out my fragile ego can't help you, help you showing me up opening a very strong jar of pickles. Sorry about that. Sorry. So we're going to have to let you go. You're a top-notch employee for the short time that you were here, but you shouldn't open that jar. Cool. Cool Vic says, hey, I can open an olive jar and I'm in California. One of the rare ones. See, that's what we're talking about. Not one step back. Cool Vic says, you know what? I'm going to stay here in California and I'm going to keep opening olive jars. Vic was probably excited, like, finally, more people like Andrew coming. We're going to kick these jars' asses. And then unfortunately, this is what we got. It's like watching Mermaid Man, like as an old man, a shell of his
Supposed
former
to open the
self.
pickle jar? I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it either.
Your hand greased the whole top of it. Literally slippery.
Sorry, have you
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Another opportunity with the
Grab me a paper towel so I can dry the top of it off.
You're the big, strong man. There you go. Come on.
I can't grip the fucker. Like, I gotta have a way to grip it. I gotta grip it. Try it. You fucker. That was bullshit. I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Three. One. Two. Oh, good. The Crucible's rating. Great. So they can see what their hero's all about. I hope that raid started already. I don't know. I don't know when the raid's coming. Maybe they could see. It'd be nice for the Crucible audience to see a man that could actually open a damn jar. It'd be nice for them to see that. Hey, Crucible crew, you may remember me. Yesterday, I was an employee of the Crucible, but I got fired for showing up Andrew Wilson. Then he had to, it wasn't really a pop. It wasn't a pop. It wasn't a pop when he opened that jar. It was a crack. You're fired, Rob. You're fired. So let's go to the clip in question. Now, I was telling my audience, here's the thing. I would actually show you Andrew Wilson's claims about me not really opening this pickle jar and his little toady mystery. I pulled up the clip for you, Andrew. Here's the clip. Here's the clip of the jar. I'd bring that up. But Andrew's got it behind a paywall. He deletes all of his videos. We don't do that shit here. We're not about grifting. We're not going to put super chat goals up on the top of the screen. I'm not going to tell you, oh, I need money for my family. Incidentally, completely side note, because I have been fired by the Crucible, I will be looking for financial support in this difficult time. So any donations that you could get would be incredibly, incredibly welcomed by me. So thank you for that. But anyways, I'm not here to grift and shit. We're talking about facts. That's what we're talking about. Facts. So Andrew has Mystery pull up the clip. Pull up the clip, Mystery. Get it up there, Mystery. Okay, I'll get it up, sir. I'm a great employee. Let's get up the clip. And he plays this clip. We're going to do this thing. All right, everybody, in the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Now, according to Andrew Wilson, this was tampered with. This jar was tampered with. Clearly, no human being could just open a jar of pickles or olives based on their own might alone. Surely there was some form of technology, some trickery that was employed. Surely. That's what Andrew says. So he's like, you're fired. Like he trumps me. Rob, you're fired. Except he does it live on air. He doesn't even call me. Live on air, I get fired. No longer an employee. Hey, Rob, I know you just quit your job last week so you can come work for the Crucible. But if you looked at the fine print of your contract, it said, when your limp-wristed boss can't open a jar of olives, if you show him up by opening a jar, you're fired. So I guess that was in the fine print of the contract. So I missed that. So then he has to try to save face. You have to understand, I was trying to defend Andrew. I was defending men everywhere, the patriarchy, Americans. Some damn convict Australian named Jake Rattlesnake showed up Andrew by actually opening this jar. So I was standing up for America. I'll open the damn jars. And what do I get for it? Fired. Fired for it. Andrew had his whole audience. Was it a pop or a crack? It sounded like a crack. A crack means that the jar was tampered with. It was a tampered jar. That's what happened. Now let's play that again in slow motion. I want you to really listen to the sound this time. All right, everybody. Notice the form there? See that? That's how a man does shit. Tap it. 1. Watch this forearm strength that you're about to see. Look at the grip. I'm surprised that the jar didn't shatter. 2. This is what a man's grip does. 3. Listen to this sound. Oh! That's what a man looks like. That's the sound. That wasn't just that jar popping. That was the sound of that jar begging for mercy. That's what it was. Now let's compare that, shall we? Let's see the physical specimen that Andrew was.
Supposed to open the pickle jar? I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it either.
Your hand greased the whole top of it. Literally slippery.
Didn't see me using a shirt, did you? Didn't hear me making excuses. I just opened it like a man.
Sorry, have you
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Another opportunity with the
Grab me a paper towel so I can dry the top of it off.
You're the big, strong man. There you go. Come on.
I can't grip the fuck.
Now, was that a pop or a crack? I couldn't tell there. That sound there. Was that a pop or a crack when Andrew was opening it? I missed it. Oh, I'm sorry. There was no pop or crack because he was unable to get it open. I just heard the squeakiness of his own muscles squeaking as his rubber wrist really strained itself trying to open it.
Fucker. Like, I gotta have a way to grip it. I gotta grip it. Try it. You fucker. That was bullshit.
Notice how, here's my favorite part of this video. Watch how Andrew takes notes after Jake opens this. So he's like preparing. He's like, oh, I gotta take down notes after I watched a real man open this. Watch.
You fucker. That was bullshit.
There he goes. Yep, write down those notes, Andrew. Note to self, fire Rob, because he could probably open pickle jars. Note to self, write that down. But as bad as this is, as bad of all this is, I think the person that I have the most beef with is Mr. E, the producer there for Andrew and his show. Mr. E, bring up the clip. Yes, sir, Andrew. I'll bring up the clip, sir. bragging about, I'm employee of the month. Check out this cool image I made of me, employee of the month again. Rob doesn't work here anymore. There he is. There's a live shot last Christmas of Andrew Wilson and Mr. E in the background there. Wow, you're so great, Andrew. What a great guy. You're doing awesome. I like everything about you. I'm a great employee. Sorry, in your live stream today, I lost your video feed like 15 times, but I'm excellent. What a great employee. But I know that's the kind of guy that Andrew needs around him. Because I'll tell you one thing about Mr. E. There ain't no fucking olive jars worried about him opening them. I assure you. Andrew's hired a nice, safe employee there with Mr. E. There's zero chance that Mr. E's going to out-masculine Andrew Wilson. I think we could all agree on that, right? Andrew, today, woman, bring me my feminine vodka drink. Please bring me that. Make sure that it has the sweetener I like in it, woman. Is there any Bud Light left? The Dylan Mulvaney cans, any of those? Anyways, let me get my Virginia Slims here and bring up the fucking clip. Was that a pop or a crack? Bring it up, you fuckers. Donate more money. Give me more money. Mr. E's like, yes, sir. I'll bring up the clip. Oh, you're so cool smoking Virginia Slims. Wow, what a great guy. Oh, there he is. All caps. Classic Mr. E. Can't even be calm and analytical in the chat. All caps. Has to be emotional. That's, what can you say? Of course, I was like, hey, can I know I just got fired on live stream. Can I at least come on to defend myself? Hell, I say I'm being bad faith. Is this a feminist? Next thing he's going to tell me that all pickle jars are social constructs. They're all social constructs. You see, what it was, Rob, was that the patriarchy set up the olive jar that Andrew had, and you've been working with the patriarchy to make sure that you get tampered with pickle and olive jars. We know. Now, because unlike Mystery and Andrew, I'm not here to just grift off my audience in some made-up controversy that I'm actually taking a joke at my expense and then trying to use it and laugh at myself while making money. I'm going to have to go to the restroom for a minute. I'm not someone who sits here and grifts and shit like that. So I'll just put something up randomly, head off to the restroom here real quick. But I'm not like that. I'm not some guy who's going to sit here and put chat goal. Oh, we got a financial goal on the screen. Let's try to reach that goal. You won't see that shit from me. Not going to happen. I'm not going to sit here and grift. So I'll be right back. the super chats in the world, Andrew. Won't buy you that pleasure of opening your own jar. We're not like that here. We're not just here trying to get money from you. That's not something that I do. You know? So, let's read some more super chats. What am I supposed to be like Andrew? I'll yell at you. Listen, you fuckers. Unless there's more super chats in here, we're not going to go anywhere farther with this show, you fuckers. Woman, bring me a drink. Felix gives a $3 super sticker. Thank you so much, Felix. Always appreciate it. Intel Wild for $5 says, Andrew is obsessed with the grip. Stick to the grift. Crucible, LOL. Damien, Marilyn Mandela-Mancha Gershwin says, no tampering. I heard the distinct sound of sucking. I don't know if you mean with... Thank you. Oh, shit. Wrong banner. My mistake. Maggie Hypocrite for $2 says, the unforeseen consequences of Jargate. Yeah. The fallout's been severe. Obnoxious Blightbringer for $10 says, I heard a pop when Andrew's hand exploded. W. Rob. Yeah, I heard that too. I think it was several joints in his knuckles. Fredo Fonzarelli for $5 says, in the Crucible canon, this arc will forever be known as the Olive Jar Discourse. Damien once more for $2 says, I know the sound of suction when I hear it, damn it. That's right, you heard it. Rich H for $10 says, that jar sound was a snap, not a pop. JK, I'll be your mystery. Thank you, Rich. Rich is going to call, that was a great sound. Could I be employee of the month like Mr. E? You're so cool, Rob. Thanks, Rich. Actually, now that doesn't sound like a bad deal at all, actually. Intel Wild for $5 says, I heard Andrew shaved his arms and now joined the Wes Watson fan club. Yeah. Whatever works for him. Andrew Starr for $10 says, for the grift, Rob. Thank you so much, Andrew. Kyle Larson for $5 says, for the grip. Thank you. Cool Vic, $5 for the grip. Naughty Germ, $5 for the grip. Thank you, guys. Cody H, Drunken Wizard for $5 says, Andrew may know how to box, but Rob throws the most beautiful punches. I try. It's all that jar opening that I'm doing. Nothing trains you more for throwing punches like opening jars. Some people wouldn't know about that, I guess. Tommy P for $5 says, worth the price of admission. Worth the price of admission. Thank you so much. I am admitting. Intel Wild for $5 says, how about wrapping your lips around a huge, thick cigar? Heard the Destiny loves that. I know nothing about any of that, though I did buy some backwood cigar. I have very terrible lungs, so I don't smoke much. But, you know. Todd the Swiss, $5. Thank you. And then the amazing Single Dads Club gives another $10. Says, for the grift. So just to rehash, if we may. If you're wondering what's going on, I could sum it up like this. Andrew Wilson saw a real man open a jar and assumes that it's impossible. So he says that clearly this jar was tampered with, and you don't hear the pop sound of it opening. You hear a cracking sound because it was somehow tampered with. I'll let you be the judge. Free! And then you might be saying, well, how could Andrew come to that conclusion? Well, this is what it sounds like when Andrew Wilson is opening a jar.
Supposed to open the pickle jar? I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If
See
you
his
can't
hand
open it
hurting there?
either.
Your hand greased the whole top of it. Literally slippery.
Sorry, if you
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Another opportunity with the
Grab me a paper towel so I can dry the top of it off.
You're the big, strong man. There you go. Come on.
I can't grip the fucker. Like, I gotta have a way to grip it. I gotta grip it. Try it. You fucker. That was bullshit. I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Now, apparently, that attempt at opening that jar harmed his wrist so poorly that he had $5,000 in medical bills that he had to recoup today on stream. Which, I'll say this, I'm not going to shit on the Crucible audience. I'm not. That's amazing that they came through and were able to support Andrew through his medical bills. And look, things like that are no joke. When someone's clearly in pain, like Andrew obviously was in a stream today. I know the dude just fired me. I get that. But that's no joke, man. Living through pain like that, it's no joke at all. So my heart does go out to Andrew for that. It's a silly way to hurt yourself. And I understand when you're not really a man, sometimes things like this could happen. Normal, everyday chores and tasks could lead to some debilitating injury. And my thoughts go to Andrew, even though I'm no longer an employee of his. But I don't think he needed to take it out on me. I don't think he needed to fire me. And I think that was because worm tongue Mr. E was in his ear. You should fire Rob. Clearly there was sound effects added on him opening that jar. It was clearly a tampered with jar. It looked like a green screen. He wasn't even holding a jar. He was just like, ah! That's what it was. It was a green screen. No planes hit the building. It was hologram. It was a hologram jar. Thanks, Mr. E. Now I could go tell my wife and kids, sorry, I don't have money coming in anymore. It was more important for Mr. E to get Employee of the Month again. There he is. I can't imagine it. Mr. E, you've seemed like such the Employee of the Month so many times. Who would fire you? That's nonsensical. I'll sit them down. I'll hold my wife and son's hand at the dinner table today and we'll pray and I'll say, listen, it must be the plan that we have to go destitute and poor so that Mr. E could get Employee of the Month again. It's very important to Mr. E. My wife with a tear in her eye will go, I know it's very important to him. So he did it. Hey, let's give him our hand. Mr. E, Employee of the Month again. He did it. He ruined my life. My family's going to be homeless. But hey, at least Mr. E gets to put the Employee of the Month sign up again on his little plaque in his room. He was so busy polishing that Employee of the Month award, that he couldn't bother to make sure that Andrew's camera feed didn't cut off like 5 times in the live stream today. Couldn't do that. Was too busy patting himself on the back. I'm Employee of the Month again. Hey, Andrew, you're so cool. I'm Employee of the Month. Wow, that's really great. It's a good thing Rob got fired. Ugh. Yeah. It's a good feeling. Good feeling to know I just quit my other job. I guess I could go crawling back to them, but Mr. E probably called my old employer by now and was like, don't hire this guy back. He puts up fake videos of him pretending to open jars of pickles that have been tampered with. So my old job's going to be like, yeah, man, we don't want you. You think we're going to hire someone that had to fake opening a jar of pickles? So that option's probably gone. So, what's this? Wait a minute. It appears as if I'm getting a message. 1 second here. Looks like Andrew's messaging me here. 1 sec. Rob, I didn't really fire you. It was a joke for the show. What are you doing? You're making an asshole of yourself. Oh, wait. 1 second. Oh, hey, actually, I was just joking around this whole show. It was just we're just pulling you guys like, of course I didn't get fired. It was all just a big joke. I was just doing a little character work here. Did you guys believe that? Did you guys believe I was just, oh my God. You guys really believed that I thought I got fired there for a second. Yeah, I was just messing with you. Actually, Andrew Wilson's a great guy. I know he's not smoking Virginia Slims. Like, this whole Jargate shit was like a joke. It was what a joke, you know? It's of course, I mean, the people that are, playing clips of it, what a load of shit, right? Andrew could open a fucking jar of olives. Am I right? Like, we all know that, we know that. This is all, and let me tell you right now, I think the greatest guy in the business is Mr. E. I think that he's absolutely fantastic, man. That guy would do anything for anyone. Probably the best producer you ever see. Like, he's just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And I don't have anything negative to say about him. I think that he himself is a picture of masculinity. And I'll tell you this much. I'm not someone to be petty because he gets Employee of the Month. Like, the guy's fucking tremendous. He's earned it every single time. He's been that good. So, clearly I was just joking and telling a joke, when I was calling him a toady. That's all bullshit, Mr. E, thanks so much, man. Says I might get Employee of the Month after all. Thanks. Just a fantastic, great guy, Mr. E's the type of guy that would never say anything negative about anyone, ever, at all, So I just can't tell you how happy I am to be an employee of the Crucible. It's such a tremendous honor, and it's not that I know I said, oh, Andrew's grifting, trying to get medical bills. That's not what it is. You have to understand, he's doing important work. He's out here, busting his ass, destroying these feminists, and he's trying to raise this money to push our culture forward. So it's not grift. I would never call it grifting. That's absurd. I'm glad that he set up like super chat goals and things like that. It's important to set goals and try to meet them. And I think he's just doing a phenomenal job with that sort of stuff, And what a great show today that he had, him sort of making fun of me. If it helps me keep my job to say that there was tampered, then maybe that pickle jar was tampered with. I don't really remember, if it helps me keep my job, sure, whatever. It's no big deal. Maybe it was tampered. I just forgot that I had maybe tampered with it. I forgot temporarily. One sec. Let me mute this here. Hey, you guys can't hear me, right? Okay. Hey, what's up? Yeah, Court. No, I didn't get fired. No. No, they were just fucking with me. I know. I swear to fucking God, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not. I promise. I'm trying to play it off as a joke right now. I am. Yeah. No, I know my big fucking mouth's always getting me in trouble. Just, I think they're buying it, that I was just joking, so I'm like streaming right now. I'm on mute. So, okay, I love you. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, I'll be down soon. Okay. I love you. Bye. Okay, let me unmute here. All right, can you guys hear me? All right. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I'm sorry that I misled you and was doing all this joking and shit like that. Let's read the most of the rest of the super chats. Incidentally, we're almost at our goal of 357. We're 67% of the way there. So, I am going to stream tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be a phenomenal show where we're actually talking about political matters. But I was happy to come on here and joke with you all today and act like, oh, I was a big tough guy and I got fired. It was just all big joke. It was all pre-planned joke. So I was happy to do that. Single Dads Club, we left off on $10 says for the grift. Viva La Jaros. Thank you. Tommy says Mr. E's Canadian for $5. Andrew can't even hire American workers. Well, Canada's sending us their best with Mr. E. I'm sure that Donald Trump would be happy to welcome Mr. E as the first American citizen once Canada's made the 51st state. So no complaints at all about Mr. E. Bobby C for $5 says, I never thought Andrew would be such a backbiter. So bad faith. It was hilarious jokes. It was just hilarious jokes. Ivan Alvarez for $20 says, for the grip. Thank you. Black Jaden, always great to hear from you. Member for 7 months, says Jargate is the most amusing thing this quarter. We try. We're absolutely trying. Stank Jesus for $5 says, Jesus, I thought this was a joke when I seen the title. Hate this happened to you, man, but you'll get great in your own, brother. Thank you. Oh, wait. It was a joke. Oh, shit. It was a joke. Zen's Forehead for $5 says, fuck Wick versus Andrew. Boxing match between Noor and Mr. E. Win. Look, I can't. You think I'm in any condition to challenge the Employee of the Month? Could not happen. Zachary Galpy for $5 says, man hired and fired in just a couple of days. That's rough. Here's $5 for the grift. Thank you, Zachary, though it appears I've been hired again. Andrew Starr for $5 says, Mr. E, out of your catching stray. Lost Avarice for $5 says, look, Rob, it's hard to refute Mr. E's Employee of the Month when you Discord supports it in general chat. robnoerr Discord fans, don't forget to join. Yeah, I see this. In my very own Discord chat, people are spamming Employee of the Month for Mr. E. And it's well-deserved now that I find out that I've never been fired. So, yeah, kudos to Mr. E. Even in my chat, Employee of the Month. Fantastic. Great job, Mr. E. Intel Wild for $5 says, I bet Andrew still has one of those cars that says, your door is ajar. My parents had a Chrysler that said that all the time. I'll have nightmares now anytime I hear that after this whole fiasco. Stank Jesus for $2 says, give me my $5 back. Too late. It's been put in the grift fund. I'm using it to buy one of those grip masters to make sure that I'm never embarrassed by a jar of olives. Mr. Belay in the Department of Numismatics. I always screw that up. For $5 says, if you cannot grip it, you're a hypocrite. All good fun. Thank you, sir. Fredo Fonzarelli for $5 says, the Crucible really provides the best entertainment. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I think that we bring a lot to the table as well. Beef Castle for $5 says, this is why Mr. E's Employee of the Month, Rob. I can't argue with that. Mahalo for $5 says, man, I love the Crucible family. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun as well. I'm glad that I'm still an employee. Bobby C for $5 says, you could be an NFL quarterback with that back pedal. Well, you know, I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? Galil Dowdy for $10 says, not one step back. Thank you so much, Galil, as always. Alex for $20 says, all right, you deserve this, man, for the grip. Thank you so much. We're 76% of the way to the Super Chat gold. Now, I'm really cheating because I am going to live stream today. And to be quite honest, I only need to raise $357 per day that I'm streaming to sort of take the place of the former job I had. Also, total joke that Mr. E is the type of guy that would ever call my former employer to make sure that he could kick me while I'm down, to make sure that I can't go groveling back to a former job once he got me fired. That's not the type of dude Mr. E is. He wouldn't do that shit. So, just so you know. Maybe this was my first written warning. Maybe I'll get a letter here from, Andrew Wilson with his official letterhead. It's like, this is warning 1. By the way, one of the things here is on StreamYards. Like, you'll see a chat that you're going to highlight. Like this guy. It says, daily big shows incoming. Of course they are, Bob. But then you try to click it and they're moving, and then you click the wrong one. I'm back on notice. One like equals one step forward. HR's gonna. Unfortunately for me, I think Mr. E's the head of the HR department, so maybe some of my comments weren't so wise there. But it was all a big joke. Wait, it was all hilarious, a hilarious joke. And everybody had fun, and we all laughed, and we were like, ha! Woo! It's not that like Rob's immediately backstabbing the people that hired them in a fit of jealous rage. Rob wouldn't do that. This is all just a bullshit joke. That's what it is. So that was fun. Well, I suppose I'm going to head out of here. I mean, I am streaming tonight at 10 p.m. It would have been nice to make the goal of the $357. By the way, for those who have been watching me lately, can I get a little bit of applause that I finally figured out how to put a super chat goal up? I'm learning. Listen, I'm a pretty damn good debater, but if I actually learn technological things like how to not mute myself, how to make sure that my camera's not like changing colors the whole way through because I'm an idiot, how to like actually sit in front of a microphone instead of constantly leaning back and doing shit like this because I'm a big fat lazy bastard, how to actually like build relationships with people instead of just spurging out and yelling at people all the time, how to figure out little things like how to bring up a separate screen. My goodness, if I start to figure shit like that out, I might be dangerous. I think working, let me put it in a way that maybe the Crucible audience would understand. This opportunity to work with the Crucible and to become a full-time streamer, it's like life's just put a bunch of olive jars in front of me. And damn it, I'm going to grip each and every one of them and open those damn jars. So that's where I'm at in life. Look at that. We just crushed through the Super Jack goals. Gully gives $100. Unbelievable. Thanks so much, Gully. And doesn't say a word. No doubt silenced, speechless by the fantastic entertainment that they've seen today. Michael Stuckey, the same for $20. John Lee gives $357. Talk about $357. Says done. Thank you so much. We did it. We're at 111% of our super chat goal. Now, come back tonight at 10 p.m. We're going to be talking about violent lefties, stochastic terrorism, the same lefties that want to bitch and moan anytime someone on the right has any sort of masculine take and then some unhinged lunatic does something and they're like, you're responsible for that. You're responsible for that violence. Yet the shit they call for is 10 times more blatant. And then when we see like this shooting in D.C. last night, well, all language needs to calm down. All of it needs to calm down. So we're going to talk about that a little tonight. That's going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern time. We'll stream for at least 2 hours doing real politics stuff, and then we'll grift afterwards. For those of you that are watching right now, if you join, I'm totally going to pretend that I didn't make $396.48 on this stream today. I'm going to act like I didn't even do a stream today. I'm going to be like, what's up, everyone? We're trying to meet our goal of 357 today. So yes, I am. It's sort of a lie by omission, but I am a greedy bastard. So I think that it's okay. I think that it'll work out. Hopefully all of the great people in this audience right now won't say shit to those losers that'll be watching me tonight that I'm going to try to scam into sending me money. We could agree that we'll all keep it a secret. We'll keep it a secret here, right? We won't tell them, right? Because we know that we're the best Norberters out there. We know how to do it. I can't wait to keep working for the Crucible, to keep doing debate research, debate prep, do some debates myself, keep the streams going, man. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing the stream. And my wife needed help watching my son while she was cleaning the house. And I totally got out of that by coming. I was like, I got to go up and stream. So I got out of that shit too. Talk about a win-win. Now I'm going to go downstairs and my wife will have to pause her cleaning so that she could make me dinner. Until she hears this, and then she's going to say, yes, there's sandwiches in the fridge. Why don't you grab yourself one? That's what'll happen once she hears this. Anyways, I'm digging a hole the more I talk. Norberters assemble. Love it, EOD. Love it. So I'll be back at 10 p.m. tonight. We'll talk some real politics for a couple hours, and then we'll just have fun afterwards. In all honesty, thank you so much. I do really appreciate Andrew, Mystery, and everyone over at the Crucible. They've been more help to me even before I was working with them than you can imagine. They're some of the only people in this space that are like have achieved success on their own and are actually willing to share that success and help people out. And will forever be grateful for that. I'm honored to be working with them. I love the opportunity to be able to stream full time. For those that don't know, my job previous to this was working healthcare with adults with disability and autism and stuff. I was literally working like no bullshit 80, 90 hours a week every week. In addition to having a 4-year-old son, he's now getting to the age where he's playing t-ball and stuff. I'm actually able to go to all of his stuff and volunteer as an assistant coach. It's just a tremendous opportunity, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I hope that comes across to everyone. except when I think I'm fired and I'm trying to hold back tears the whole show. But other than that, I'm having a blast. Prime, member for 4 months, says not one step back. Crucible crew, thank you so much, Prime. Absolutely. Intel Wild for $5 says more like $5K in mental therapy bills. So you guys are the best. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Has Andrew taken the L in Picklegate? No. Andrew crushed a bunch of feminists in debates. And then, yes, he took an L, being unable to open a greasy jar of olives. But that's what you could notice is that people on our side of the aisle can actually make fun of each other and make fun of ourselves. I said this day one. I was like, the funny part is all these lefties that think that they're dunking on Andrew for that, what they don't understand is his own damn audience is going to give him 10 times more shit than they ever could. So what was the big dunk? What was the big L that Andrew took? Raising $7,000 to help build up the Crucible more today by making fun of himself for it. If that's an L, I'll take them every day. And that's the only L they could give him on all 4 of those debates he did this weekend. So I guess, hey, have it. You guys did a great job. So having said that, though, I mean, all right, we'll see you all at 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Thank you for all the donations. We'll talk soon. You guys are the best, as always. Oh, it ended up being about 9,000. There you go. I checked out early to come on and grift to try to get some of his audience after thinking. I'm learning the grift. Thank you guys so much. I am going to go talk to Mr. E now and make sure that he's not ready to fucking strangle me. So we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks so much. We'll see you at 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight. As always, have a good one.